Okay, Shalom. Give a give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles of Great Millstone, our elders of GMS. Okay, and salutation, peace, and blessings to the hopeful elect of the children of Israel. People of the Igbo, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian descent. Okay, Israelite foreigners, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai didn't give it scattered amongst the four corners of the earth, and living amongst these heathen nations look like the heathens, but are Israelites through the Spirit, their father's side. Okay, you walk with us, humble yourself as well. May the Most High protect you, bless and protect you in these evil times that we're in. Rare deadly fungal infection strikes unusual parts of the U.S. sparking serious health concern. And you know the news of the disease X as well. Most High is about to overwhelm this place. It's called blastomycosis. Blastomycosis. The illness was thought to mainly occur in the northern Midwest and parts of the southeast, The new research shows it's elsewhere. So, I was just reading about the plagues, and actually, I was reading about Genesis 12, where Yahweh plagued Pharaoh in Egypt. But that was for a specific reason. When you go into Genesis 12, remember the account with Abram and his wife, and how Pharaoh got a plague for the act of adultery. So he doesn't accept that regardless if you're a heathen or not. Even your laws aren't for those devils. Here we go. Don't mix Genesis 12 with Exodus 12. And I like how it's both are the 12th chapter as well, that number 12. The fungus live in the environment, particularly in moist soil and decomposing matter such as wood and leaves. And this is deadly. Is it deadly just to humans or, to animals? Because the animals are plagued as well. They have the zombie disease that's affecting deers. Should we go back? A rare fungal infection has appeared in an uncommon part of U.S. new research published on Wednesday shows called blastomycosis. According to the study published in the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, Emerging Infectious Disease Journal, blastomycosis is usually well known in areas around the Great Lakes, the Ohio River Valley, and the Mississippi River Valley. But there have been several papers recently that fungal infections are on the move across the country. And this is one of them. And what's that bring to biome? 2nd Ezra 15. It says here, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. And therefore, saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, the elect, avenging the elect. And you can always, there's scriptures galore, and crying unto the Lord where he said he's going to revenge our souls from this devil. And it's only the elect that are crying continuously to the Lord and calling out to the Lord. It's only the elect that even know the Lord's name. Behold, the innocent and blood, righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Just, the just are another way of saying the upright. And damn sure Esau and the 2/3 are not upright individuals. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. And you can see that through definitely through this migrant crisis, that being led to the slaughter, man, just coming walking right into the oven. Yeah. Walking right. Can you imagine walking into a burning house, laying out a cot and a sleeping bag and thinking you're going to get a night's sleep? It's literally what they're doing. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. For I will bring them with a mighty hand and stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Plagues, and the ultimate plague is that fire. But, look at these plagues, man. These plagues. It's just another example of these plagues. Like, what? The infection is caused by a fungus called blastomyces dermatilitis, which thrives in wet soil and decaying leaves of frog logs. The infection is considered a type of fungal disease that only occurs in a specific geographic area, also known as the endemic mycosis. Dr. Brian Bohr, lead author of the study and medical director of the Chicago Department of Public Health, said the blastomycosis is one of many fungal diseases nationwide that has been changing. Blastomycosis can cause respiratory symptoms, fevers, and body aches, and in severe cases it can lead to serious illness and death. Imagine that. Out of nowhere, here's another one. Just literally out of nowhere. And this isn't disease X that had a video. This is something to...
Breaking news coming out in the past 48 hours that the next pandemic is already on the way. And they're saying this is disease X that could kill up to 50 million people. They're saying that the death toll could easily...
Not disease X.
Breaking news coming out in the past 48 hours that the next...
Okay, let me do this. Preparing for Disease X World Economic Forum annual meeting. And look, examine the words CDC, Central Bank. I said Central Bank. Center for Disease Control. Center for Disease Control. So they're controlling these things to, keep them concealed or release them. Center for Disease Control. This is one of those chaotic events they need to come with, so they can come with a solution. Disease X scientists leaders prepare for a possible virus far deadlier than COVID. Far deadlier. The name slipped out. the COVID. Okay, so it's not giving me nothing. Let's get back to that. So here's another one. Okay, let me get back into that second Ezra 15. What did it say? Same thing what they did with that other one, that other thing, which is this one. This works similar. Respiratory symptoms. People are going to have difficulties breathing. They're going to rush to the devil for help and comfort. The devil's literally their solution is actually going to be putting them to death. And we've read and heard many of examples of that. The actual therapy, the actual treatment. Evil place, man. Evil place. Okay. But I will bring them with a mighty hand stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues, as before. Giving reference to Genesis and Exodus the 12th, beginning of Exodus 12. Okay. We're not talking about ancient Egypt. We're talking about modern day Egypt, as before. And right now, ancient Egypt, the Egyptian, the land of Egypt, which isn't the same people that are there now, they're not faced with, that place is getting ready for World War III. Those Arabs that are in that land, those people in the land are not the original Egyptians. So that's how just all these scriptures where you just, to mention in Egypt. You got to think of it in a prophecy sense, which the Lord ain't, if he's not dealing with you to understand prophecies, man, you don't just pretty much be sounding like a jackass, a damn complete fool, trying to be a prophet or trying to prophesy and understand these scriptures. So, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that the Most High shall bring upon it. Let me do this. This place is literally about to get it, man. With the Lord, the death angel to sweep through Egypt, and those that were protected with the doors, with the blood on the door or the post, or the Lord passed over. But this is the horrible thing that's coming. And this here, let me show you. 26, and it shall come to pass when your children shall say unto you, now slack it. And the children of Israel went away and did as the Lord had commanded Moses and Aaron, so they did. So did they. And it's fast forward, the elect that are doing what the Lord said. Okay? And it came to pass that at midnight, the Lord smote all the firstborn out in the land of Egypt. And it's just not this time, it's just not going to be the firstborn. It's going to be all first, second, third, fourth. He's going to start putting them to death in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh that sat on his throne unto the firstborn of the captive that was in the dungeon, and all the firstborn of the cattle. And Pharaoh rose up in the night, he and all his servants, and look, and all the Egyptians, all the great Americans, all the great Americans that are fighting for this place to get back to its glory, make America great again. And there was a great cry in Egypt. Think about what's coming. This is nothing compared to what's coming. This is nothing compared to the horror that's coming upon this wicked ass place. For there was not a house where there was not one dead. Imagine this place when all hell breaks loose. You know, Most High don't play. He's going to touch every single household. There's going to be some in a house that one might make it out of 5, 6, 7, 8. You know, he's going to touch every single. There's going to be households with 10. You know, there's going to be households with random numbers of individuals, family members, and they all going to die. You know, and by many ways, by teeth of wild beasts, by diseases, by the sword. You know, what do you call it? Civil war that's coming. These race wars that are coming. Just when when the shit hits the fan. Period. He's going to overwhelm this world with horror. You know. And there was a cry in Egypt, and there was not a house where there was not one dead. And that's the point. That's how severe it's going to be. Severe. You know, just imagine it. And there's no avoiding this. There's no shortcuts out of this and through this, you know, unless the Lord got you. Unless Yahweh Shah is looking over you. That's what 2/3 will be doing. Looking for every other way but the right way. By turning back and repenting and listen and hearkening to the Lord. That's the only way. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And this is just pretty much describing those days. Okay, so let's go 16. No, you know what? Okay, respiratory symptoms, fevers, aches, severe cases that lead to illness or death. Casa Devil said one of the great problems with fungal diseases is that they are unreportable. Wait a minute. One of the great problems with fungal diseases is that they are unreportable. Outside of Arkansas, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, which all have public health surveillance for blastomycosis, the prevalence of the disease is unknown. Of course it is. Laura said that there have been some reports of blastomycosis cases in the Northeast, including reports from doctors and veterinarians in Vermont. Who explained it? Just could be writing on Dr. Bruce Klein, a professor of medical microbiology and immunology at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, explained that pathogens could be riding on shoes when people travel, causing cases to appear in uncommon states. It grows as a mold, and the mold produces spores. When those spores, just like a horror movie. I'm trying to think of it. And they breathed it in. The next thing you know, they started transforming and changing. It's on the tip of my tongue. There was also an image of that in one of their movies that came out like around 2012, 2013 with Morgan Freeman. And they actually zoomed in into the spores and how they breathed them in. And next thing you know, it starts to spread from this woman that was traveling. I can't remember the name of the movie. Salaki. When those spores are physically disturbed, they become aerosolized and are breathed into the lungs. This is madness. Spores, man. Spores. Climate change could also explain the recent changes as it shifts rain patterns and increases drought in some regions, an environment that favors certain fungi and more flooding in others. Extreme weather events such as storms, flooding, drought, rains could impact soils and redistribute fungi according to researchers, which would increase human exposure to fungi. People who are immunocompromised are most at risk for severe fungal infections, but blastomycosis usually occur in otherwise healthy people. He said this is a remarkable distinction from many other fungi that are more feeble and prey on people whose immune systems are impaired by things like biologics. So again, how we stress you're caring for yourselves. And stop eating all that junk every damn day, all damn day. And you should be fasting. You should be flushing your system, right now. And you should be drinking smoothies right now. Start now before it's too late. Because a remedy, being cured don't happen over, okay, I make this decision to start eating right now, and tomorrow I'll be better. No, it don't happen overnight. So start now, and that's something you got to discipline yourself with, because you're so accustomed to eating what you want anyway. So now you're forced. You have no choice, literally, but to eat right now and watch what you eat, which you should be consuming greens, kale, and most importantly, cilantro. I mean, you put that cilantro in your everyday diets, every day. Eat it twice a day. And again, smoothies. Make these smoothies. These the name of the. Never mind. However, most cases are mild, and about 95% are fully treatable with antifungals, Klein said. So he said he put medicines upon the earth. Don't abhor them. Okay, let me close with this last one here. Even so, 39, even so shall not the plague be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth. He that selleth, let him be as he that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. He that occupy merchandise as he that hath no profit by it, and he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. So watch for these things. And hold up, because this caught my eye too. That F-150 production halted, and you know how the Egyptians love their F-150s, man. That's probably the most around the world, this is probably the most sold vehicle. You know, these F-150s, the, the Chevy Silverado, and so on. This is like a sign. Whenever you have to temporarily lay off 9,700 workers, this place has been taken down. It's been taken out. And let me just do this real quick. To plague something or someone. I want to go to Psalms 89 and 23. The word plague here. And I will beat down his foes before his face and plague them that hate him. Okay, the word plague. So a plague isn't necessarily always a disease or something. All right. Plagues come in different forms. To strike, smite, to be stricken, be smitten, to stumble, from fruit, to push, gore, defeat, inflict. And a plague that's hitting Babylon is, you know, the inflation and the superinflation and the super hyperinflations and the loss of loved ones, the loss of jobs, and so on. His place is being plagued. Beat, dash, hurt, plague, slay, smite down, strike, stumble. Or here we go, surely put to the worst. It's happening. And I always mention how this place is going to be overwhelmed with different plagues. Look at that. You know, these devils they never could have imagined this ever have. 150 production halted for temporarily lays off 9,700 workers. Massive number. Plus, Apple is getting serious about its self-driving car, and Tesla pays $1.5 million for dumping hazardous waste. First gear for Pulse S150 production. It's been a tough start to the new year, 2024, for fan of the F-150. After the Blue Oval announced it was slashing production of the electric Lightning variant, the Michigan automaker has now revealed that it halted production of the 2024 F-150 pickup for more than 5 days in January. According to the report from the Detroit Free Press, for stop production of the 2044 truck between the January 25th and the 31st, 2024 at its Dearborn truck plant. Production of America's best-selling truck was also stopped at the Kansas City assembly plant from the 25th of January until February 1st. See, it's just coming down, man. You know, that's why we stress you just to fight on, you know, because, you know, it's our, you know, like the scripture say, our salvation is nearer than when we believe. It's the scripture that says that. Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. Let me do that. High time. Let's say give it high time. A certain definite time or season fixed by natural law and returning with the revolving year of the seasons of the year, spring, summer, autumn, winter. The daytime bounded by the rising and the setting of the sun, a day, a 12th part of the daytime, an hour, the 12th hour. And the scripture referred to something, it's hit me on something, where it's giving reference to that 12th hour. A day and reckon from the rising of the setting of the sun. Definite time, point of time, and moment. Any definite time. We're definitely in the end times. We're definitely in that period where Yahweh said is, I will begin to visit the world which I made. We're definitely there. So I don't want to make this too long. So till next time, Lord willing, Shalom.